In the beginning of Parashat Ki Tzetze, there's a law of the rebellious child. In Hebrew, ben seirer u'moire. And the question is, why does the Torah punish a child? Doesn't make any sense. He's a child. And the answer is like this. Point number one, he wasn't really a child. There's a written Torah and there's an oral Torah, and both of them work together in order to understand what the Torah really is talking about. So, this person, first of all, has to be a son and not a daughter. Second, has to be 13 years old, because before that age, nobody's liable for punishment. Second, he has to be a child and not a man. That means only for 3 months after 13 years old, he's a child liable for punishment and not a man. After 3 months, he's already a man, he's not liable for punishment anymore. And another condition is he has to steal and buy a lot of meat and a lot of wine and drink it in a specific way, eat it and drink it in a specific way, 250 grams of meat, around 300 milliliters of wine, drink it and eat it in one meal, not a special holiday meal like a regular meal. And he has to be admonished. That means somebody has to tell him, hey, don't do this. And there has to be witnesses that saw this. Then he would be liable for punishment. There's an argument in the Talmud whether this actually really happened. Most of the opinions say this never happened and this will never happen. There's one opinion, Rabbi Yonasan says, he actually saw it happening and he actually sat in the grave of this particular child, so whatever. So, having said all of this, that this basically is something very difficult to happen, why would it be punished if it actually happened? And the answer is because the Torah says this is the future. In the future, if this person came to such a situation, he will be much, much worse. So we kill him before he actually reaches this terrible state of doing things. But having said all of that, if it never happened and will never happen, why does the Torah talk about this? Because actually, Torah is the will of God. It doesn't really matter whether this will happen or not. We are learning what God wants to happen if such a situation actually occurs. That means, in other words, Judaism is about the will of God. It doesn't really matter what is it about, like what does God want, and is it really practical or not? The point is, we want to fulfill the will of God. And the will of God in this particular case is, if such a situation comes up, so the punishment will be such and such.